On April 14, 2026, investors offered Anthropic an $800 billion valuation. The company looked at a number larger than the GDP of Switzerland, and they said no. A few days later, Google committed another $40 billion just to stay in the partnership. This chart maps out exactly why they could afford to turn that money down. Over a precise 16-month window, Anthropic's annualized revenue climbed from a respectable $1 billion to $30 billion. Tech startups simply do not scale at this velocity. And Anthropic achieved this growth entirely in the enterprise sector, without a flashy social media campaign or a viral consumer application that everyone downloaded. This raises a massive question. What hidden technology is sitting inside this company to command the highest market premium in human history? To understand that $800 billion number, we have to tear down the three specific layers of the new global intelligence infrastructure. Layer 1 is public execution. Anthropic is operating on a deliberate strategy to become the foundational operating system for every form of enterprise knowledge work. They are driving that $30 billion in revenue through a rapid-fire release cycle. In April 2026 alone, they rolled out Claude Opus 4.7, launched Claude Design for visual generation, and updated Claude Code for agents. But the true source of that massive valuation premium comes from Layer 2, the technology they are actively choosing to hide. In internal tests, a leaked model called Mythos autonomously discovered thousands of zero-day vulnerabilities across major operating systems, finding structural weaknesses at machine speed. Anthropic recognized the danger. They restricted Mythos to exactly 11 vetted companies under Project Glasswing, locking down a massive capability overhang. Anthropic's market dominance relies heavily on a monopoly of secrets. The premium is driven by the sheer power of the technology they refuse to release to the public. Layer 3 is the ticking clock. This valuation is being forced higher by a hyper-accelerated competitive sprint across the entire industry. On April 23, 2026, OpenAI officially launched GPT 5.5. They pushed this new model to the market a mere 6 weeks after their previous release. The release notes for GPT 5.5 make a crucial strategic shift clear. OpenAI has stopped selling a simple chat interface. They are now selling an autonomous agent designed to independently execute complex corporate workflows. Look at this scale chart comparing AI model sizes. Elon Musk's xAI is entering this arena, training Grok 5 for a Q2 2026 release. It features a massive 6 trillion parameters, dwarfing previous language models. $800 billion is the price tag of a winner-take-all scramble. The first organization to lock down the underlying agentic infrastructure will effectively own the future economy. But there is a hard physical limitation to this new economy. Autonomous, always-on AI agents require an unfathomable, continuous supply of GPU computing power. To solve this bottleneck, a $22.6 billion AI crypto sector is building the decentralized open-source alternative to centralized corporate server farms. You can track this infrastructure demand in real time. BitTensor's TAO token posted a massive 47% year-to-date growth by April 2026, driven entirely by the need for distributed compute. When BitTensor faced a massive governance crisis that threatened the network, they implemented the conviction mechanism, requiring users to lock tokens into a vault to generate verifiable commitment scores. It stabilized the grid instantly. The resilience of this decentralized crypto infrastructure proves a critical point. The AI boom is a hard utility reality that demands entirely new financial settlement rails to keep the agents running. We're watching highly capable enterprise tools, restricted dark models, a ruthless corporate arms race, and massive decentralized compute grids all collide at the exact same moment. Over the next 5 years, this ecosystem will permanently restructure the nature of human knowledge work. The role of the human worker will invert. The bottleneck will shift away from executing raw tasks. The premium skills will be strictly directing, managing, and verifying the work of autonomous agents. Watch how this energy grid expands and hardwires itself across the landscape. This is how the market is viewing Anthropic. They are evaluating it as the foundational electrical grid of the 21st century, designed to expand intelligence globally. That $800 billion number is an exact measurement. The market is finally pricing intelligence itself as the world's most valuable infrastructural resource.